Hello my friends and welcome to Magic and Musings. My name is Candace and let's get into it. Actually, before we do that, if anything of today's story resonates with you, please feel free to like and comment. And if you really like what's coming through this channel, there's the option to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get the notifications when new videos are dropped. As always, these energies, it's just whatever's coming through in the moment. So take what resonates. If it doesn't fit, don't, it's not your story. And as always, use your discernment with what comes through. So I'll pull a card for the general energy of the story being told today. I'll use some tarot to clarify, get some deeper messages, and then maybe some oracle cards for some guidance. So we'll see what happens, and yeah, let's get into it. There may be periods of just holding space for what wants to come through. There's a deep resonance with slowing down, and yeah, whatever comes through. So let's see, what do we want to use? Okay, I'll use Keepers of the Light for the overall messages or the overall theme or energy of the story being told today. That is the overall energy. Interesting. Okay, so we've got two cards that have come out. Sorry, I just heard some weird... okay, never mind. Someone trying to call me, but I didn't even hear the ring. So, just sidebar, you may, for whoever's watching this video, this is really strange, but there may be some communication coming in, or someone wanting to communicate but not fully getting there. Like it's just not reaching. So wanting to speak up or reach you, but it's not coming through. It's my earphones. I keep touching them, and every time I touch them, it stops the video. So, yeah, I was just saying about a message wanting to be spoken to, and it's not reaching you. Yeah, someone's perhaps wanting to communicate with you, but it's just not reaching you. But you might even be able to pick up that energetic pull. I don't know. Take what resonates. Or it could be a call to action. Ta-da! So I actually love that. That's happened. It's what I like to call a sync. So trying to get a call, but the call is not someone, the call is to action. We've got Commander Ashtar. It says, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. And then the second card is White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. And it says, connect to your lineage, a family wound or pattern can be healed now. So beautiful card, and they're both this beautiful blue color, which, if you're familiar with the chakra system, is indicative of the throat chakra. So again, communication or speaking, or perhaps that's what is being asked of you, is to speak, to walk your talk. Very, very interesting. Could also be connecting with as I mentioned before, like that call that's wanting to come through, but it might be on an energetic frequency. It may be a perhaps ancestors trying, communicating with you, if you believe in, if you're assigned to those belief systems. I'm just speaking what's present, so take it how it resonates. You may not you may not resonate with certain things that are said, so just take what does. Okay, let's get some more information about the story from the tarot. So just to take a step back, there's a call to action. So whoever this is for, whatever story is being spoken to here, it's about either taking charge with something, a call to take charge with whatever that means for you in your life, whether it be work, relationships, friendships, family, might be various things. Only you will know what that means for you. And then on the other hand, this also might be, for some people, a call to connect to your lineage, your ancestry, your family heritage, even. Maybe some old patterns there. We've got Mercury in retrograde. I believe it's either the 4th or 5th of August. So there are a lot of things that are coming up to, during Mercury retrograde. It's not a scary time. It's just a time for reflection and reset. So it's like some old things are coming up to be worked through. So that could be, old family patterns, conditioning even. It might not even be ancestral. It might be your family of origin. It might be things that are happening in your family that is just like constantly going boom, boom, just circling the same shit. And that's why there could be, for some, a call to action to go like, this is enough, too much. Okay, well, let's see what comes through the tarot in regards to this. Just seeing the 3 of Swords in reverse. It's gone now. 3 of Swords in reverse, which speaks of grief, betrayal, third party, if you want to go there. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of, it feels like conflict somewhere in the story. Just use your discernment with what comes through. It's just to bring some awareness to, different perspectives in life. Yeah, okay. So let's do 5 cards for this situation. Don't look at my face when I'm doing this. I can't hide what happens here. What have I got? 1, 2, 3. 2 more. No, that's too much. Sorry. 2 more. 1 more. Too much. 1 more for this current story, please. Okay. So give me a moment. So overall, there is quite a bit of air energy in this. So in regards to star signs, zodiacs, you could be, or the people you're dealing with. This might be a story for Gemini, Libra. What else have I got? we've got, yeah, more Gemini, Cancer, and Cancer. So yeah, this could be relevant for Libra, Gemini, or Cancer. So there's a feeling of, so this story is pertaining to someone who's feeling trapped by their situation. They're feeling like there's no way out, and like that. Sorry, that's a 10 of swords. 8 of swords. Yeah, quite stuck in the energy, and that when I was shuffling, it was that it just would not budge. So there's a feeling of being trapped, and it's interesting because I feel like some of it is self-inflicted, feeling like you're the victim, you know, there is a pathway through, but you may be in this mindset of, or all this stuff has happened, so you know, there's this feeling of being trapped, imprisoned. So current energy, again, feelings of betrayal or deceit. We've got the 2 of swords in reverse, so feelings of maybe this might be the patterning. There's just this consistent energy of just betrayal, mistrust is wanting to be said, mistrust. Just not being able to trust a situation or person, being very like indecisive almost. And yeah, there needs to be some balance brought in, but from what I've seen so far, from what I'm seeing right now, just there might be this feeling, there might be the story of someone who just is not seeing any way out of this. Yeah, there's definitely like indecision, and not, maybe there's a choice for this person, and there's, yeah, a strong dilemma energy, like not sure which way to go, not sure. You might even have more than one pathway, but because you're in this energy of feeling victimized, or you're feeling trapped, or you feel like you've got, because there's a few cards that have the blindfolds on, so you may feel like I just can't see a way out of this. There's just no, or there might be, but the blindness is self-inflicted. Like I don't know which way to go. I'm in, and please just take what resonates. This is just the energy that's being sensed here. This may not relate to you at all, and energy is fluid, so this might not even be you. It might be someone that you're dealing with. Take what resonates. But this, like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, I've got this blindfold on, I cannot. Whereas it's just like, in one way you are, or you may have been in that space, and then there's like, yeah, but even once those entrapments are released, you're still like this. You're still like, what is that syndrome? It's bringing me to that thought of, you know, when someone is kidnapped, and once they're found, they're still in that mindset of I'm still here, I'm still trapped. That's the sense that I'm getting, because the Two of Swords in reverse, she's got her arms crossed over, even though she's carrying swords. It might be yeah, it's definitely like mentally I'm like, I'm still here, I'm still in this victim state. Okay, so in the what we need to release or let go of, we've got the Two of Swords in, sorry, Two of Cups in reverse. So we're speaking to, you know, for this person, there may have been a separation, there may be a troubled relationship, whether that be a person, an idea, a family member, something to that effect. Like it's to do with whoever this is for. Excuse me, it could be relationship. It could even be the relationship with yourself. Like there's no, you know, after that Two of Swords of being here, I don't actually know what to do. I don't know how to move forward. I don't know who I am. So that's, yeah, that's, I'm feeling the sense of like, can't speak. So there's this energy of like, I cannot actually speak. There's a, which is interesting because at the start I spoke of the this throat chakra, like not being able to say anything, not being able to speak. There may have even been arguments, repetitive arguments, just constant, like disagreements about the same thing, and it just keeps coming back, just keeps coming back. So this is something that needs to be addressed, perhaps coming into Mercury retrograde. Like, where are you attaching to belief systems that may not either, one, be your own, or maybe holding you back from actually seeing the truth or having that clarity, like going, you know what? Take the blindfold off, open your eyes. Oh my God, I had no idea all this existed. Because why? I put the blindfold on myself and I just didn't want to deal with the world, because it was, I just did not want to deal with it, because I told myself that I was in this victim state. I told myself that I had no choice, no option, I was restricted in what I could do and how I could move forward. This, what's the word? Not indecision, not indecisiveness. It's like, yeah, I'm not sure. It's gone now. That's okay. Okay. So moving forward, we're talking of what lessons need to be learned. How can we learn from the situation? What patterns are still being repeated? We've got the Four of Cups. So I just said that the same pattern, like just having the option is being given, but you don't want it. Like there's a sense of not wanting to take the cup that's being offered. So yeah, there may be a sense of like it's not, because what's being offered is not what you want, or what's being offered is not, it's not exciting. It's, you know, it's coming through a dark cloud. So there might be some, I'm just going to say it because that's what's coming up here. It might be like, in a way that might feel, but just, yeah, it might just come from a place that's not, you might be getting advice from someone that you would be like, I'm not taking advice from that person. Or what does he or she know about such and such a situation? They don't know. Like the offer is there, the guidance is there, but it's not being accepted because it's coming from whoever. So that could be the pattern of just like, the opportunities are there. The opportunities are definitely there. They're being openly given to you. It's appearing out of thin air, maybe even. And it's just like, nah, can't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. If this is your story, if this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm very, very curious to know more about you and what is going on for you. Anything else? Okay. So in the last position, in the awakening position, we do have the 10 of Swords in reverse, which looks, when you see these cards, it looks like, oh my God, but the final card in the tarot, the message is that it literally says, can only get better from here. Regeneration, inevitable end. So I try not to use these keywords unless something doesn't want to be spoken necessarily. I just look at the imagery, and it's 10 of Swords in reverse. The 10 signifies completion. So it's like you've been through all of this. You've been in that mindset of, I cannot move on from the situation, or I don't know what to do, or I'm feeling trapped, imprisoned, and the time is now. This is it. This is the final position. This is the final mark. This is the time to move forward. So there's definitely a heavy energy of being in your head, overthinking, self-inflicted pain in some ways, self-inflicted victimization, self-inflicted self-limiting beliefs even. But the last card is the 10 of Swords, so it's like, enough. You've got this. No more. Time to move forward. So let's pull some guidance on this. Let's choose, what is this deck called? Inner Star Oracle. Let's get some guidance for this story. Let's see, what's wanting to show up? For this person, how can they get out of this frame of mind? Persons, whoever is seeing this, whenever you see this, because this is timeless. What guidance do we have for this persons when seeing this video. That is what we have. How can we move on from this situation? What can we do? What needs to be said? Let me try one more. That's too much. I had a flipper and just find it. Okay, that might be a message for some. Take an adventure. So maybe we're wanting to go into a place of self-reflection. Maybe we're wanting to get outside of whatever is going on. Like take yourself out of the situation, spend some time away. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like taking an actual adventure, like going mountain climbing or, you know, swimming the English Channel or anything extreme like that. It might just be just taking yourself out of your current environment, because clearly there's a space of like being in the same repeating pattern, being in the same type of energy. And so perhaps there's a call to step out of that so that you can get some clarity, and perhaps the blindfold will slowly start unraveling, you know, and just little by little, it's like having a wool beanie over your eyes, and slowly by slowly those threads are starting to unravel, and eventually it'll be like, wow, I did not see that coming. You know, it was in front of me the entire time. Let's pull from the animal oracle. What messages do we have for my friends in this particular video? What have you seen? What guidance do I have for my friends? What do they need to be made aware of? I just had this crow card flick up and it says magic, which is spelt the way this channel is spelt. So I'm going to hold on to that because I'm curious to see what pops up with that one. So yeah, maybe find some magic in your world. And when we think of magic, sometimes we think, oh, Harry Potter, wizards, witches, rah, rah, rah. But there's literal magic in every day, you know? So perhaps that adventure could be finding out, like looking into the magic in the mundane, like what in your current present moment is magical. Like something as simple as just watching animals, watching creatures in their habitat. Watching a sunset or sunrise, you know, going to the beach and sitting and just watching the waves, that kind of thing. But I'll read from the guidebook. Do we have any further messages for my friends, please? Whenever they watch this video. Okay, so we've got the crow, which is magic, and then we've got starfish, which is sensitivity. So that could be a whole bunch of different things. It's interesting that the magic and sensitivity card come out together, because if you think of it on a ethereal level or spiritual, in a spiritual sense, it's like intuition increasing, like your sensitivity, and we all perceive, everybody perceives, everyone is intuitive, but they all perceive things differently. Like some people are more perceptive to touching things, like they can pick things up just by touching it, as in pick up messages or pick up history from things by touching it. They can look at images and read images, like get messages based on an image that's seen. Like there's so many different ways. So that could be what that's speaking to. But let's just have a read of what sensitivity, what the sensitivity card says. So 24. So again, and I'll just clarify with the interesting. Yeah, so again, a lot of water and air energy. So which in and of itself don't really go together. Like if you think of water and air, they don't necessarily go together, but you know, I don't know, I'm not sure why that message has come through. But so starfish sensitivity. So it says the kin essence is heightened awareness allows for higher perspective. So I'm gonna skip through all of the stuff, but there is something that stood out that I will read. It says, although graceful and slow-moving, starfish are also tremendously strong. They possess the ability to hold down their prey with just one of their arms and are also able to support their own weight while they travel in all directions on their hundreds of tiny tube feet. They are sensitive to touch, light, and temperature, and their complex nervous system allows them to be extremely intuitive to external surroundings and environment. In having this awareness, they show us that our best and most powerful gifts lie in our ability to truly feel what is happening around us, to know when to retreat or react based on where we feel intuitively called to by our bodies. The starfish reminds us that we don't need to carry everything on our own. We're invited to spread the weight around, ask for help, and drop the things and beliefs that no longer serve us. Well, there you go. So that was the starfish. And then the crow, which is magic. The kin essence message is divine messages are gifts for your future self. Crows are highly intelligent creatures who possess extraordinary abilities compared to most other birds, such as tool use, fast learning, construction, complex problem solving, counting, and adaptability. The crow also recognizes the importance of play. The crow is connected to the spirit world, opening channels of communication between the realms, allowing us to receive divine wisdom if we are open to hearing it. The crow will come often to us when we are in need of healing, and when we are ready to take a big leap for our soul's growth. Have faith and hold tight. So this is bringing up for me the call to action. What happened at the start is like, once you can retreat and go into, a space of what's working for you, what's not working for you, like letting go of all that shit that you no longer require, because sometimes it is self-inflicted based on our beliefs or perceptions of things. Once we can take ourselves out of a situation, whether that be by, taking an adventure, looking for the magic in the mundane, or actual magic, like whether it be, being with people who inspire, taking advice even, or you don't even have to take the advice, just listen to it, because sometimes how I feel about these things is like, sometimes you will get a message from someone that you least expect. That's what that card is feeling like to me. Like sometimes you'll get some intuition or some guidance from someone you least expect. It could be someone at the checkout. It could be you know, your friend's mother's uncle, or just someone who you might not actually speak to on a regular basis, or you don't have like a tight connection with them, but they say something that's like so freaking profound, and it just changes everything and allows you to find a moment where everything is starting to make sense, the wool is starting to become unraveled, and then, you know, take action on whatever needs to be, whatever needs action from that space of groundedness and clarity. So yeah, I'm not sure if that resonates with whoever's watching this. Please let me know in the comments. Yeah, let's pull out one more oracle. Some guidance for my friends, please, for the situation they are currently dealing with. Let me get some extra messages. I'm just being made aware, ears are, it's like an earache. So again, that for some that there might be some communication. Maybe this is like what this communication is like initiating this pattern repeat, if that makes sense. So there may be a call from someone, either family or friend or whoever, some energy that is perhaps initiating, because the ear situation, or you might have earache. Take what resonates. All right, what messages do we have? Some friends. Okay. So we've got friendship and denial. So the friendship card says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So looking at a situation with, if you're dealing with individuals who are like maybe perpetuating this cycle or have had a big hand in the cycle, whether it be a friend or some sort of relationship, looking at every experience as an opportunity to get to know yourself a bit more, get to help you grow as a person. There's a reason. There's that saying, people come into your life for a lifetime, season, or reason. And I feel like each opportunity, each experience, each interaction is here to teach us something about ourselves, or open us to the possibility of having a change in perspective, having a opportunity for growth. And then the denial card says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with an insight of awareness. Ooh. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I love that. I want to read what that says. Because we was just speaking about, you know, magic and sensitivity. So this might even have to do with, I'm just getting this may be for this, whoever's reading this, or it might be some other person, but like even if you're in a space where you want to go against the grain, there's something you want to move away from a way of being. So perhaps like family conditioning, say for example, you grew up in a really religious background, but you are really drawn to different ways of thinking. And those different ways include things like spirituality, or I'm just using that as a bracket term, but like things that may not make sense to some people. And that is why there's this fear, and there's no trust in yourself, maybe. Let's see what it says. Denial. It is time to open up and be completely honest with yourself. At this present moment, buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause dis-ease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examining them in the light of day with love and compassion will you banish them from your life. It may bring you pain and heartache to reflect upon these situations again, but you are only giving them power by suppressing them. The dangerous seeds of denial will grow and spread and manifest unless you uproot them, examine them, and release them. This is the only way to become whole and healthy. Learn not to bury painful emotions in the first place. Deal with them as they come, and take all the time you need to neutralize them without hiding them. Your soul wants to live honestly and authentically in the now. Don't hinder it by placing emotional landmines on this path. And this is very reminiscent of this type of energy of, I've got this blindfold on, I'm not taking it off, I do not want to deal with this, it is too hard. That's what it's feeling like. So, like, what was wanting to come through just then? It's like you already know the answer. You already know what needs to be done, but there is this resistance. There is this just resistance of not wanting to, for whatever reason, fear. There's another word that's wanting to be spoken to, but it's not coming out. It's gone. How about we pull something from the Divine Feminine deck? Maybe we can get a little bit more insight as to what can we help our friends with today? Anything else for our friends at this collective? Any messages or guidance? I may have to read this one. So it says, Mirror by the Saint of True Freedom. And it reads, love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. I'm going to read what it says. You know, some of these guidebooks, I mean, some of these cards just require sometimes a little bit more insight. But this is not in... Let me go to the beginning, because it's not in alphabetical order. Grr. Okay. Where are you? You're about 84. Okay. No. Often without realizing it, we make choices based on external expectations, on how we think other people will perceive our actions. We were just speaking about that, about possible family, the restrictions is the word that wants to be spoken. Move on. Mirabai is about doing what's right for you and no one else. Ultimately, only you can know what needs to be done or said. You have this one brief life and every second of it matters. Mirabai is about standing up for what you know is right, even if others will judge you for it. We just said that. The fear of being persecuted. That was the word. Was that the word? Yeah, it was persecuted. That was the word that was wanting to be said, but it just anyway, this is a sync. So this is like validation of that point that was trying to be made. The fear of being persecuted can convince us not to be true. The fear of being persecuted can convince us not to be true to who we really are. There's a love, though, that's far larger than human constructs and cultural values. Love isn't ethical. Love isn't bound by any idea of what's socially acceptable. Love is what sets us free from the expectations that bind us. Love, in whatever way it finds us, asks us to stay loyal to our own soul. Any outside force or person who asks us to betray our most intimate relationship with the divine isn't acting out of love. Love asks us to look at what really matters to us and what we truly value, and love asks us to bravely defy expectations in order to be true to ourselves. Love wants us to marry our own soul. And then there's like a little meditation thing, and the question is, what holds me back from expressing my truth? So what is holding you back? All right, my friends, that is your reading for today. Let me know in the comments if that resonated with you. Well, it's a bit heavy, but I have no doubt that you already have the answers you need within yourself. It's just a matter of taking yourself out of that situation. You know, like it said, take an adventure, whatever that looks like for you. Explore the magic in those adventures, or explore the magic in the mundane. Yeah. Just be yourself. Be your freaking awesome self. Really. Okay, that is it. If it resonated, as I said, feel free to like and comment so that we can get the algorithm going and more people can see these types of messages and guidance. And if you feel to do so, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get more messages like this. Excuse me. Obviously, the messages aren't going to resonate with everybody, but you know, if you like the vibe and the channel, whatever, then feel free to subscribe. Other than that, yeah, have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next video.